In a world where walls moved and secrets lurked in every corner, a young boy named Thomas found himself thrust into an enigmatic and deadly labyrinth. With no memory of who he was or how he got there, Thomas embarked on a harrowing journey of self-discovery and survival in the maze that would come to define his destiny. The story begins with Thomas, who awakened in a rusty, ascending cage, unsure of his identity or purpose. As he ascends into a new world, the cage grinds to a halt, revealing a group of boys, known as Gladers, waiting for him. Thomas learns that he has arrived in the Glade, a vast courtyard encircled by towering stone walls that form the mysterious and ever-changing maze. Thomas finds himself in the company of Albie, the stern and seasoned leader, and Newt, the resourceful second-in-command. The Gladers maintain a simple yet purposeful society, with each member performing tasks to sustain their community. Among them is the role of maze runners, the bravest of the Gladers who venture into the deadly labyrinth each day in search of a way out. Although Thomas yearns to become a runner, he is initially assigned the task of gardening, under the watchful eye of Zart. But as Thomas adapts to his new life, he finds himself plagued by vivid and inexplicable dreams, haunted by whispers of a past he cannot remember. Fate, however, has a way of intervening. During a routine day in the Glade, the alarm signals the arrival of a new member. To everyone's astonishment, the newcomer is a girl, the first ever to be sent to the Glade. Carrying a cryptic message that proclaims she is the last one, the girl, Teresa, slips into a coma. This unprecedented event sends shockwaves through the community, leaving the Gladers on edge. Thomas's desire to run the maze intensifies when he and Minho, the lead runner, discover Albie unconscious in the maze. Despite the danger, Thomas courageously dashes into the labyrinth, risking life and limb to rescue his leader. With the walls shifting around them and the monstrous Grievers lurking in the shadows, Thomas's heroics mark a turning point in the Gladers' struggle for freedom. Grievers are grotesque, mechanical creatures that haunt the maze, mercilessly killing anyone caught in their path. As the sun sets and the walls close, trapping Thomas and Minho inside, they are forced to confront these monstrosities head-on. In a daring display of skill, Thomas outsmarts a Griever, luring it off a cliff to its demise. For the first time, the boys witness the vulnerability of their tormentors. Recognizing Thomas's courage and intelligence, the Gladers appoint him as a runner. Alongside Minho, he explores the vast labyrinth, determined to find an escape route. Meanwhile, Teresa awakens from her coma, and the connection between her and Thomas becomes apparent. They can communicate telepathically. As Thomas and Teresa's connection deepens, the maze's secrets begin to unravel. They realize they were part of a group called Wicked, World in Catastrophe, Killzone Experiment Department, and that the maze is an experiment designed to observe their reactions to adversity. As they share this knowledge with the Gladers, the maze starts to change, growing more dangerous with each passing day. In a desperate bid for survival, the Gladers decide to venture into the maze, seeking the rumored exit hidden within its depths. As they journey through the perilous labyrinth, they encounter a series of clues and codes that slowly unlock the maze's inner workings. Despite numerous casualties and the ever-looming threat of the Grievers, the group presses on, determined to escape their nightmarish prison. As the Gladers navigate the treacherous maze, a sense of unity forms among them. Thomas, once an outsider, becomes an essential part of the group, proving himself as both a leader and a friend. With the help of Teresa, Minho, Newt, and the others, Thomas pieces together the puzzle of the maze, inching closer to the truth that lies beyond its walls. Ultimately, the group deciphers the final code and unlocks the exit, a portal hidden within the maze's most dangerous sector. But as they approach the doorway to freedom, the Grievers descend upon them in a final, deadly showdown. Thomas and his friends fight valiantly, summoning every ounce of courage and strength to fend off the monstrous creatures. In the heat of battle, many Gladers are lost, but the survivors press on. They reach the portal, only to discover a laboratory where their every move has been observed and recorded. As they explore the facility, they encounter a scientist who reveals the truth behind the maze. The world outside is ravaged by a devastating disease called the Flare, and the Gladers have been subjected to this deadly experiment to test their resilience and potential to save humanity. The scientist's revelation leaves the group reeling, but their ordeal is far from over. The facility comes under attack by a group of armed assailants, forcing the Gladers to flee into the unknown. As they escape the maze and the crumbling laboratory, they find themselves in a desolate wasteland, where the true extent of the Flare's destruction becomes clear. The story of the Maze Runner is one of courage, friendship, and determination in the face of insurmountable odds. As Thomas and his friends emerge from the confines of the maze, they step into a new world filled with danger and uncertainty. Their journey to discover the truth about themselves and the world around them has only just begun. But one thing is certain, these brave souls will never give up the fight for survival, hope, and a future beyond the maze.